Took longer than I was thinking it would to actually get this wired up the way it's supposed to, but sometimes solder points just don't want to cooperate. So what I ended up having to do, of course, is I got the button soldered into place with all the connections soldered properly. It now shuts off the entire system. But in doing so, I found out that I didn't really have enough power the way I had it hooked up. So I had to break out like the really nice, like true power cable for the Raspberry Pi 4B. I also had to permanently solder these on properly because they were having some issues and not staying on, or buttons weren't always connecting properly because the wires had really only been twisted in place, not really soldered in place. And then, of course, I had to get my hard drive to work properly because it's still having some issues. It's definitely just getting old and maybe needs replaced. But also, there was not enough power to power everything until I started using like the actual power cable that goes with the Raspberry Pi B, like I said. But at least now it works. And if I take this back down to regular, so it's in the power mode, take it into low power mode, you can see the video has stopped. And then I take it into shutdown mode by holding down power and channel down at the same time. Now, of course, once we've done all that, we flip the master switch on the back here. And the whole system is shut down. Look at that. Now if we want to turn it back on, we have a, once again, master switch. Ooh, look at that. It's pretty. Now system comes back up. Okay, wait for the fs42 to show. Alright, look at that. Let's go into power up mode. Okay. Okay. So having some issues with the hard drive not always connecting properly. Somehow if I double click on the files and open it, it seems to work though. So I gotta figure that part out. Oh, there we go. As you can see from the time, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Way later than I wanted to be working on this thing. So I gotta get to bed soon. But there we go. It works. Channels change. Everything works. All right, so that does it for today's test. Took all day. But I've got my buttons working and my master power switch in the back there working. And I've got my wiring pretty cleaned up. Still a lot more work to do, but we're getting there.